What's up, internet people? Welcome back to App's Advice Corner, where some random guy on the internet gives advice to people on Reddit, for better or worse. Alright, let's begin. Tried to pick something that was a little less heavy. I got a little more array of topics this evening, so let's dive right in here. This first one, we're going to start with the heavy stuff, of course. Try to end on a lighter note. I, male 29, just got cheated on. It's already heavy, dog. Never thought I'd be making a post like this. I still don't know what to say. My wife of 6 years did at a holiday party with someone who works in the same building. Yeesh. She doesn't want to end things over a mistake. She also makes way more money than me. I covered most of the rent and bills. That's tough, dog. It's the only time it's happened, and she has sent me all her logins to show her phone to prove it. And shown her phone to prove it, excuse me. I don't know what to do. I took the rest of the week off, but how can I even show up on Monday? I guess what I'm asking is, how did those of you who got cheated on move forward? Can you move forward? I'm reading every comment. Sorry if I reply late. It's 3 a.m. I don't really have any depth of experience with this topic, but I can tell you how you move on. Get the hell out of there, bro. I mean, right here, at a party, blah, blah, blah. I just want to end things over a mistake. Depends on what y'all agree on. I mean, if you agree to keep going, that's cool, but just know that breach of trust is always going to be there. And like we always say, you can't trust a person, can't have a relationship with them. So my take on it, I don't even got to read the comments, dog. That's a deal breaker for me. Case closed. Alright, here's a little more general one. Can I spray Roundup on the gravel path without killing, poisoning our food? I'm going to say no. Roundup should not be sprayed on anything in your garden. Roundup shouldn't even be sprayed on you. Let's go pull up some stuff on Roundup here. See what we can come up with. Roundup cancer statistics. Here's one. Thousands of people have been coming forward to allege exposure to Roundup, one of the most popular weed killers in the world, caused their non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. That looks like some BS. Here we go. Something from CNN Health. Not sure how reputable this source is, but common weed killer glyphosate increases cancer risk by 41%, study says. Glyphosate, an herbicide that remains the world's most ubiquitous weed killer, raises blah, blah, blah. You can read the study yourself. I mean, if the World Health Organization and all these people are talking about glyphosate causing cancer, there's probably something to it. Let's see what else. Here's a study right here from washington.edu. Exposure to chemical in Roundup increases risk for cancer. This is in 2019. Exposure to glyphosate, the world's most widely used broad-spectrum herbicide, the primary ingredient in the weed killer Roundup, increases the risk of some cancers by more than 40%, according to new research from the University of Washington. Various reviews and international assessments have come to different conclusions about whether glyphosate leads to cancer in humans. So it's still a hotly debated topic, but because money. The research team conducted an updated meta-analysis, a comprehensive review of existing literature, and focused on the most highly exposed groups in each study. They found the link between glyphosate and non-Hodgkin lymphoma is stronger than previously reported. And if you want to read the rest of the study, I mean, you can read the rest of it yourself. But I mean, if a whole bunch of these, here we go, no evidence that glyphosate causes cancer in humans. I'm going to go with no. Don't spray any kind of chemicals on your garden. If you're going to eat it, you probably don't want to eat poison. So, on this one, dog, we're going to say no. Let's see what the Society of the Gardeners has to say here. Put cardboard or paper down. It's a good idea. Yeah. I got an even better one for you. Put mulch down. Mulch the hell out of it. Set and forget it. Case closed. Do I have to report my taxes this year? That's a good one. I made less than $1,100, my dad said. I didn't have to, but I don't know if this is true. Anyone have any insight? I don't know if this is the right sub for this. If not, can you point me in the right direction? Dude, report your taxes. You're going to give the government free money. You want them to hold on to your money? You're definitely owed a refund. And two, if you ever want financial aid or anything, you got to have tax records to prove it. Case closed. Ooh, here's a sort of in the middle of the road one. How to decide between living abroad versus staying home to be near your family. To give more details, I, almost 31-year-old male, almost how old I am, live in the U.S., and I'm aware of a number of interesting opportunities to live and work in Europe. It's just such an exciting idea to spend time abroad on a more permanent basis than the odd vacation would allow. I've never done anything like this before, yet I also don't want to be extremely far from my parents. They're getting older, and I feel like I should be around, not just to help out with stuff, but also to simply spend time with them, since our time together won't last forever. You ain't wrong about that. What would you all do in my position? Would you pursue such opportunities or let them go? I don't know, man. I love my parents, but I split and I went and did the army thing for like 8 years, travel around the world, and I wouldn't trade any of it for anything. I got to see a lot of different stuff. Granted, a lot of it was in war zones, but hey, what can you do? I think if you have a chance to go see the world, go see the world, man. Your parents raised you; they're going to be there when you get back, hopefully. And I would not make your life revolve around somebody else. You got to make your own decisions. This person says, left my home country 10 plus years ago, still asking myself this. This person says, moved away thinking it was temporary, built a life, shit happened and my life collapsed a few times, gradually building up better now. In some ways, it's shit to be an immigrant. In a lot of ways, life is better than where I'm from, depends on where you're from. But my family is there and I'm not able to visit much, and it feels like every year some people who are very important to me die. That's life. People are going to die. I miss the milestones in their lives, but I have people I care about here too. Wouldn't have been any easier, blah, blah, blah. Grass is always greener. If you don't go out and take some risk, you're going to get some reward. I'd do it. Go out for a year, come back. If you like it, make a plan to stay out longer. Case closed. Here's another one. Is it dumb to move from a low cost of living area to a high cost of living area because we miss our friends? Stop making decisions based on your friends. Your friends could become not your friends tomorrow. It's happened to a lot of people, myself included. Hi, y'all. I posted earlier today about how much house we can afford with 140K combined income. I'd say you're doing pretty well, man. Go make new friends. Now the situation becomes more complicated. I have to decide where we want to buy this house. I work 100% remote and can live anywhere. My fiance is an RN, okay, registered nurse. You can pretty much find a job anywhere. You got flexibility. It's more than most Americans got. We are a little conflicted on where to buy a house, and we are not sure how to approach this. Excuse me. We met in college, Chicago, and then moved back to my hometown, Cleveland, to try to save up for a house, pay off some student loans. By the time we're ready to buy, I'm aiming to save 80K saved up and ready to go for a down payment. It seems like in this area of Cleveland, you can get something decent for 350K, whereas in the Chicagoland suburbs, you're going to be more like 350 to 400K. I'm happy where we are at, but we miss our friends from school. Most of the people we know here moved away. My worry is that I'm not sure if a 350 to 400K house is too much for us to take on right now. Let's see. I don't know if you want to go to the Chicagoland suburbs. You crazy? Financially, would it be bad to move back to a higher cost of living area just because we're lonely? We've been living at my childhood home since 2019, so there's some sentimentality involved in this, and would really love to have a place of our own. Nah, dude, it'd be kind of dumb to move to a higher cost of living area. Why you want to take money out of your pocket? You know how many people are getting laid off right now? Just because you have a job today, don't mean you got a job tomorrow. And as far as I understand it, nurses are getting their pay cut and their benefits cut like across the board because for some reason they're just not important, even though we still got all kinds of stuff going on to these hospitals, because hospitals are businesses. If anything, I would find opportunity in a lower cost of living area. You make decent money, you said you both can find a job wherever. Go where the houses are cheap, man. Make new friends. Your old friends are not your friends. They're not going to be your friends forever. Seems crazy, but the difference in home price is negligible over the long term. Blah, blah, blah. I don't like Chicago, so I'm just kind of biased. I wouldn't go anywhere near Chicago, not the suburbs, not the city, none of it. I'm a New Englander, though, so that's just my take on it. Nah, dude, don't do it. Don't take money out of your pocket. Why would you do that? What can I do as a woman to support men in society? I don't know if I'm going to weigh in on this one so much as read this one just for shock value and entertainment. I'm a feminist and do what I can to support women. It's been brought to my attention that I favor women or am unfair to men, so I want to meet some people halfway. This seems like a troll post. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. How can I support you guys? Remove gender from the equation. Treat everyone with kindness and respect. Well, you got your answer right there at the top of the page, dog. What do you think? Feeling that, at least stop continuing the toxic male toughness bullshit. For example, when I had COVID 2 weeks ago with 104 fever, sweating until my fingers pruned, shivering until every muscle hurt and all my joints hurt. My wife was busy on Facebook with all her mom's groups, making fun of how wimpy men are when they have colds, and she's currently mad at me, telling her she better not teach her toxic behaviors to her son. Dude, your wife is already toxic as hell because she's just throwing gender all around the house. I wouldn't raise a kid with somebody like that. I'd be like, cool, get out. I'd be having a conversation real quick with my wife about what she says in public. Yeah, probably. Or we just split. It's kind of embarrassing to the family, too, to just be like out there throwing out this wild extremist lingo on both sides of the aisle, the right wing, the left wing, what have you. Keep your politics to yourself. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to know. Toxic masculinity exists, and so should female self-importance. It's all about equality. This one says, misandrous, misandry, bigot. Man, I love using the bigot word towards misandrous. Blah, 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 blah. Something about putting their partner down. See if we can find a good comment. Nah, it's all going to be repeats. Here's an idea. It's not making it fucking us versus them. Too easy. Case closed. Alright, we're going to end on a little bit of a lighter note here. I don't know if any of you play Twilight Imperium, which is like no kidding my favorite game. So, suggestions for easiest factions. Going to play with 5 colleagues tomorrow who haven't played the game yet. I've played it enough to rule lawyer anything. But I was wondering what you guys would suggest for factions to start with. I want to set up everything and let players roll a dice. Highest gets first choice, etc. Speaker will be randomly assigned as last. Man, I'll just pull randomly. Pull 3 cards randomly. Pick 1 out of 3. Too easy. And that's all I got for y'all tonight. If y'all got something you want me to cover, go ahead and send me a comment here. And I will link my email address down below for this channel. And let me know what you want to cover, and I will cover it for you. If you got some advice and need some advice, some random guy on the internet, for better or worse, keep me away from Reddit. Because Reddit might get old after a while. Anyways, it's been your boy App. Until the next one, stay up.